Well, hello and welcome to an episode of Camilla and I. I'm Mark Cooper, a wildlife photographer here in the UK. And today I thought we'd explore Bentley Wood just a little bit further, and we're going to a new pond that I haven't discovered before. So I thought it'd be interesting if you come along with us and we see how we approach a new subject and a new pond, and see what we can find there to photograph together. So if you come with me down this track, we'll see what we can find for you at this brand new pond, Hawks Pond I believe it's called, certainly in the Hawks Copse area. So yeah, this way. Yeah, so this one's quite close to the car park, apparently. I haven't been here before, so this is totally new. Quick flip you around, show you where we're going. And I believe we want the second track off to our right here. I don't know if this is track number 1, off to the right of the area, or whether that leads to Hawks Pond. Okay. Anyway, we'll carry on because it was second track on the right. That's not a very big track, so I'm not convinced it's that one. But yeah, quick flip you around. So I don't think it's that one. I think it's a bit further down, not much further down, on this right hand side. So we've got the map, so yeah, have a look at it on the map, see what you think. So we just come around this bend and we've got this area off to our right, but I believe we want to go just a little bit further down the track, and it should be a branch off to the right hand side. Okay, those there, high bushes, so we're going past that. So I think we just want to turn right down here, I'm guessing. I think this is the route to the pond. We've moved on to the grassy knoll track. They have hard tracks here and they have grass tracks, and I believe this is the grass track, fingers crossed, that leads to Hawks Pond. Okay, anyway, it's one of those areas that's it looks dead easy, but I suggest bringing a ball of string with you. No, it's not quite like that, but yeah, I have got lost around here before, so yeah, bear that in mind. Ball of string's a bit excessive, but yeah, you know what I mean. Well, here we are at Hawks Pond, I believe. Quick flip you around. Yeah. So, yeah, this is it. And it's quite a dip down into the pond, first thing I'd notice. Oh, I don't want to slip down now. Quick. Oh, yeah. We can get quite close to the pond's edge. So anyway, yeah, quick scan around the pond, and yeah, I can see some possibilities in here, without a doubt. So yes, got to be careful on this edge of the pond. The footing at the edge of the pond's a bit tricky, a bit muddy, a bit slippery. Must be careful we don't slip off there. But it's one of these deep inset ponds, and yeah, some nice lilies coming on, I suppose, or aquatic plants, which must be home to a number of dragonflies. Yeah, so that's the first view of the pond, and yeah, it's got some very good photographic possibilities, I should think, because the nice thing about it is it's very enclosed. First thing I'd say, quite good backgrounds as well. The green foliage should disappear into the background, hopefully. And also there's loads of perching spots. So yeah, quick flip around. Yeah, got these lots of perching posts potentially for dragonflies. So it's looking very good. Yeah, so also we've got a bank of ferns seem to encompass the pond area as well. So we'll just go round a pond in a circular fashion. Just suss it out from various angles. This is a very intimate little area, the other side of the pond. Quick flip you around. Yes, up close and personal here. Quite a nice light area. And yeah, a life buoy. Hopefully we won't need that. We've got a good sign of emerging dragonfly activity here. So I thought we'd take a quick look at a couple of items we probably won't use today, but we have brought with us because we didn't know what to expect at this location. And one of those is a reflector. If you have a static subject and it needs a bit of light thrown back in on itself, it's a very good idea to pack one of these so you can shine a bit of light, reflect a bit of light on the underside of the dragonfly, etc. Especially useful early in the morning when the butterflies or dragonflies are at rest. But yeah, a reflector. But we're approaching the middle of the day now. We're waiting for the dragonflies to become active because it's sub 20 degrees at the moment and the sun's due to come out. And I'm sure when the sun comes out, this pond behind will become a hive of activity. Anyway, another piece of equipment we won't use today is this Ecla cam disc, which if you can get down low enough and mount your camera directly on the Ecla cam disc, it's very useful to be eye level with the subject. We could be skimming across the top of the pond with this device, not literally because it's made of heavy duty plastic, but you get the idea. Very useful for ground level use, but again we won't be using that today because there are no entry points in at ground level, I don't think, to this particular pond. So yeah, another piece of equipment I wasted my time bringing today. And another useful but probably not going to be used today piece of kit is a Wimberley clamp. And this is a very good device which you can clamp off into a tree, or you can use a penknife and peg this in the ground, and then you've got these tiny jaws on the device. Oh, yeah, comme ça, these tiny little jaws which open up, and then you just twist this and close it off on a stem that your subject's on very carefully, and lock it in position. And this will keep the whatever your subject is on not swaying in the breeze. So a Wimberley clamp, an extremely useful piece of equipment, but again we probably won't use it today unless we find a perch that they regularly go to and we want to keep that perch dead still. Then we could stake it out while they're on a hop round the pond and keep that position dead steady for them. Wow. Yeah, anyway, won't be using that one either today, but brought it with me because it's a new location, you never know. So items we will be deploying today are this very useful field guide for damselflies and dragonflies. A very useful guide indeed. Covers most of the UK, British Isles, dragonflies, etc. So yeah, dragonflies and damselflies of Britain. So yeah, well worth getting one of these field guides in case we encounter something new in this pond today. So the main items of equipment we're going to use on this trip exploration, we have the 90mm Sony macro lens, the world's 10th sharpest lens. Most macro lenses are really sharp, but this one is incredibly sharp, and it's not even a GM lens. And of course, we're going for our main beast today is the 300mm with the Sony A9 III. And yeah, this is well, the camera choice at the moment, swapped in for the Sony A1, and at the moment certainly not regretting it, because this camera has got uses in the field which and useful features on it which are not available in the A1 at the moment. Probably seem to be coming on the A2, but in particular we've got the pre-capture function, and we've got the up to 120 frames per second virtually video mode, raw footage, and indeed, well, 4K footage we'll record with this, but also raw images up to 120 a second, which yeah, I try and avoid using because it takes so long to get through the photos afterwards. And indeed, this beast also contains insect detect. So as well as animal, bird, human, cat, whatever else on here, we have got insect detect. So we've set that to insect as well. And the pre-capture we set at half a second before we fully depress the shutter button. So yeah, it's improving our insect photography no end. Anyway, that's what we're using today. And also we have a SpeediGimbal on a monopod. So we've got this monopod and the SpeediGimbal attached, and this just fits into that socket there. I think this was about £75, the SpeediGimbal bit, and the monopod, they're about £100. So, but a very useful device for extended use in the field. Okay. Right, so we're just waiting for some subjects now. So that's the equipment we're using, and yeah, we're all set to go. Just need some subjects. Catch you in a minute. And I have seen a dragonfly up there in the tree canopy. So as soon as the light improves and hopefully the sun comes out as forecast, I'm predicting this will be teeming with dragonflies. Wow, I've got into position now, and yeah, some interesting developments to say the least. I was on a little pond recce, just going around the pond, and can you guess what paid a visit to the pond? Well, I'll give you a clue. I've moved over to bird rather than insect eye autofocus. Because we had a very interesting visitor, a blue and red one, I think with a black beak. Yeah, I think it was a male kingfisher. And you often don't think that they'll come this far inland or this far into bodies of water to get small fish, but obviously they do. And yeah, I was unable to get any footage for you, but I'm sitting quite quietly now and static in this spot, still with my tripod leg in place, in the hope that the kingfisher is on one of its little tours of the area, because normally they have certain areas they go to and they sort of defend their territories quite well. So there's a good chance, after about 40-50 minutes or so, it'll circle back round to this pond if it doesn't see me. And that's a big if, because I stick out like a sore thumb here. So I suspect it will now give us a miss. But if it doesn't, we're in position. And the other thing was, I also spotted another bird preening in a tree just opposite as well. So I've put the 1.4 teleconverter on as well, taking us to 420mm f4 with the 300mm. And I'm currently on birds. I have seen one hawker dragonfly, and it wasn't a southern hawker, so I'm not sure which hawker it was, because it only did a short circuit of the pond, but it hasn't been back. But the temperature is starting to rise now, but at the moment I'm focusing on birds, kingfisher. So watch to the end, see if we get the kingfisher. Ooh, that'd be nice. As I say, I think we're a little bit exposed now. It's come out now over the pond area, so yeah, it's started to come alive a bit more. A lot of blue damselflies. Seen a red common darter, and also the main dragonfly made an appearance again, but I missed it again. Well, still no sign of anything at the moment. Sun keeps poking its head out. But, yeah, that's the view we're getting on Camilla I. Oh, shh. Sorry. Well, the sun's come out, and we've worked our way round to the other side of the pond where the life buoy is, just over here. And we've set up Camilla down here on the tripod at the moment. And the reason we're on the tripod at the moment is we're honed in on a ruddy darter. And literally, if I can take it down to where the level Camilla is, I don't know if you can see it in the middle of the screen. Anyway, I'll just show you on the back of the screen what view we're getting at the moment of the ruddy darter. So yeah, this beauty here. Stuck it in the middle of the screen for you. So yeah, keeps taking off and landing and coming back to its favourite perch. This is the sort of dragonfly we like, and I believe it's a ruddy darter because it's got two marks on the tail just above the fork bit, whatever that is. So yeah, it's been doing some great posing for us on Camilla I. A great subject. The larger dragonflies have popped up in the background from time to time, but I haven't been able to photograph them. So anyway, concentrating on this ruddy darter. Very nice. Beautiful subject, obviously red with the green behind. Lovely complementary colours. Ooh, juxtaposition on the colour wheel. So superb. Yeah. Oh, just got another one of those bigger dragonflies fluttered in to the pond area now. And just fluttered out again. Yeah. So the dragonflies do seem to like this area best of all. There's the larger dragonfly just behind a clump of grass now, so you can't see it. Anyway, I'll try for the larger dragonflies yet, but the ruddy darter has been a marvellous subject to photograph, and well, all you need is one good subject to get in on, and yeah, you can get some good shots. Anyway, we've been using all the techniques available to us, and I've taken thousands of shots, But anyway, I'm not sure that we've got the shot we want yet. So yeah, work in progress. Anyway, I'll catch you in a minute. Hopefully we'll have a good image for you to finish with. Well, this may have the best autofocus going, but it's still a total challenge to Camilla and I. Variable backgrounds, you keep focusing on bits of vegetation that you think the dragonfly is going to fly into or nearby, and then you move in for the killer shot, hopefully. But you still got to have lightning fast reactions. I still want to track it into the frame. Tracking flexible spot. So you focus on a bit of grass in the area it's flying in, and then hopefully pick it up when it comes in range. You can see how agile you have to be. I'll take the 1.4 teleconverter off. Go back to me at the moment. Incredible. Anyway, it's great fun. When you get the shot head on, in flight, 1/4000th of a second, f5.6, we're -2 on the compensation dial. The wings are pretty bright in the sunshine, so got it back to me at the moment. Oh, we're wearing it out. It's wearing me out, or it's wearing it out. Incredible. So a very nice example of a southern hawker, and yeah, we have got it head on, and a bit of sideways action as well, I think. So sideways action is more difficult than head on. Well, I had a great little session here at Hawks Pond. So yeah, quick flip you around. Yeah, nice little pond area in the end. Didn't expect it to be like this at all. And the most productive side was opposite to where I thought. Well, did I get that kingfisher earlier? Well, no, it didn't come back. It probably realised there was somebody in the area and didn't bother. But I did get a kingfisher on my last trip out. So yeah, I'll show you the pictures of that. Just dived in, caught a fish a little bit further off than this pond. But anyway, yeah, interesting. So I'll show you that one. Well, thanks for watching an episode of Camilla and I from Bentley Wood. And yeah, we've had a very productive day with a couple of dragonflies in the end, the southern hawker and the ruddy darter. So yeah, images of those to follow the best of the day. Anyway, have a good one. Bye from Camilla and I.